Morning.
Good morning, Sir Alan.
Alex, the headlines are you were the team leader, prices were wrong, identification of product was wrong. You know, if I put this into a massive jumbo computer and asked it to work it out logically, they would point the finger at the team leader.
They would, because, you know, naturally it rests on my shoulders. But I would say, you know, I don't think that I should.
Why shouldn't I fire you?
You shouldn't fire me, because I think that I am the most adaptable. I've never sold fish before. I proved that it could be sold. We didn't have the pricing structure, but we still ended up in profit.
I think it was Rafe that brought this up, that there seems to be some kind of clique, you know, some kind of gang.
I'm not here to make best friends. I've got friends back at home. I'm here to win the Apprentice. I was continuously walking up to saying, fantastic.
The team leader doesn't have a split team, does they? And do you believe there's a split in the camp here?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah. I feel that the barrier that's been drawn is kind of, you know, like, I don't know, maybe kind of educated against kind of, you know, more kind of gritty salesmen.
I am educated. What do you mean educated? No, I'm educated.
I don't mean
a degree. Just because I don't sprout on I've got a master's in law, I've got a degree in law,
I mean, sorry.
I am an educated person, and that is quite insulting.
Okay, I'm not suggesting you're not, I'm just guessing, that's what I said beforehand. Sarah Allen, if I can explain it to you from my point of view, I am very into art and culture and that kind of thing, and I find it very difficult to...
You don't want to get your hands dirty, that's the top and bottom of it.
No, that's rubbish. I find it very difficult to have conversations about football, for example, and these are the kind of guys that, you know, are really into that. And
but what's that got to do with work? I mean,
no, that's kind of the division that I'm
so you feel there's a cultural divide here?
I'm an undereducated guy who's into football. That is how...
I don't mind who I employ. I don't care. It can be cockneys or toffs like yourself. But, you know, it's not really a reason why people can't work with each other. Do you agree this, Rafe?
I mean, there's an educated group and there's an uneducated
talk
group.
Up, you know,
I'm just finding this conversation just incredibly boring. It's, you know, we're now going into psychobabble.
I'm sorry if I'm boring.
No, not yourself. This debate that's taking place here, to my left, I get on with Prince or Pauper. I couldn't, you know, care two hoots.
Prince or Pauper?
Correct.
And you're the prince, eh?
No.
This is...
No.
Prince or Pauper, undereducated. You know, I feel like I'm stuck in the middle of two...
Alex, you've just misconstrued what I said.
Oversensitive.
Prince or Pauper, whatever you perceive me to be.
I'm not oversensitive. You're the one who's saying, I'm an undereducated person. I just don't pipe on that. I'm privately educated. I've got a degree. I've worked transatlantically before the age of 21. I just don't come to the front and go, oh, by the way, do you know, I've got a 2-1 in business.
But I didn't
it doesn't
say
matter.
You were uneducated.
At the end of the day,
I said you were a salesman.
I'm a salesman.
Isn't that what you said? You were good at sales?
I'm a regional sales manager at the age of 21 who was overseeing the North UK division. I don't think it's...
Do you find this is a very important thing, Nicholas, boasting, for example, about your academic achievement? I mean, your bar vocational course, I mean, you'd excuse my ignorance here, it states here it's outstanding. Does that mean you haven't got it yet? Or,
no.
Or is that the comment?
It's the grade. Outstanding is over 85%.
Well, sorry about that. I didn't know such things were... Well, if you are outstanding, you weren't outstanding yesterday, was you?
No.
You know, Margaret didn't come back to me and say, this man stands out as outstanding. Yeah. Your academic qualifications clearly indicate that you're a very intelligent person. Whether you're able to apply that in the world of business, I don't know. Rafe, why shouldn't I fire you?
I gave it my absolute 110.
No, these are words, you know, these are just words,
these
are cliches.
They are.
What did you do? I like to know, you know, in actual physical terms,
okay,
what else did you do?
Physical terms, by the way, it's not just words. I literally left with my hands bleeding.
You didn't leave with your hands bleeding, you know, that's an exaggeration.
It's not at all.
You sold probably less than 50 quid. You sold less than 50 quid. You were allocated the task of doing pricing, which you screwed up. And you labelled the products wrong.
That is
delegation.
Alex, the products that were marked incorrectly, you did not notice at all. But a good team manager would have noticed that. It wasn't glaringly obvious. It wasn't as though I'd marked, you know, a shark hamster. You know, it wasn't that. Let's not go into hyperbole here. It was something that, you know, you made a mistake on as well, as did other people.
I think I need a degree to understand all of this, actually. It's time to come where I'm going to make my mind up. Now, Rafe, I've been in business for 40 odd years. I sell products. And if someone identified one of my video machines as a DVD player, for example, they would be fired. No question of a doubt. They would be fired. Nicholas, was pricing that was really all you had to do on the day? Well, frankly, with all these qualifications here that you have, you should have done it well. Alex, a team leader who, for his living, runs sales teams, put himself forward to do, effectively, a very simple selling job, and it failed. Taking everything into consideration, I've got to make a decision. And my decision is this. Nicholas, you told me that you got an outstanding pass from the bar. You weren't outstanding in this task. You were devastated when you got a B in your GCSE French. You're going to be even more devastated now because you got a big F. You're fired. You two, wait here a minute. I think you stayed here, Alex, because you put yourself forward. And that's what's kept you in. All right, back to the house, off you go.
Thank you.
He put himself up as the team leader. That's what saved him, in my opinion. I mean,
he wasn't good as a team leader.
He wasn't.
At all,
he wasn't.
But none of them was prepared to do it.
Yeah.
He defended himself well enough, and I think poor old Nicholas, by the end of it, he was drowning, wasn't he?
I was surprised how badly he spoke up in his own defence, actually. I thought he'd have been better than that.
Is Rafe safe?
Rafe talks himself into trouble. Rafe's the kind of guy that would talk himself into getting sacked. I'm sorry, Sir Alan, but you're talking bollocks. And, I'll be amazed if Alexander doesn't walk up those stairs, and I'll be devastated as well, because I really, really do think that the buck on that one stopped with Nicholas.
So glad to see you.
Good to see you.
Nice to see you.
It's bloody scary, yeah. It was. Alex will, I think, probably agree. It was one of the most scariest things you'll ever do.
The case against me should have been thrown out of court as a submission of no case to answer. That is my legal opinion on the matter. I feel a certain amount of animosity towards Alex. I think that he knowingly destroyed my chances of succeeding in the competition. But I know that were it left to me, I would always succeed.
One job, now 15 candidates. Sir Alan's search for his apprentice has begun. Next time.
You are going to prove to me that you can bring me some money from virtually a zero position. You're going to start a laundry business from scratch.
There were some seriously nasty stains in some of the sheets.
But will the dirty linen be washed?
We do have huge amounts here, and we need help.
You need to chill out.
Or aired?
I'm having to direct a disproportionate amount of my time making sure that you're not doing absolutely stupid things.
This has been outrageous, what's been going on here. It's the easiest thing in the world for me to get rid of the whole bloody three of you. You're fired.
Adrian Childs picks up the pieces with Nicholas in The Apprentice. You're fired on BBC Two now. You can find out more about each of the candidates in the new series at bbc.co.uk/apprentice. And it's an early start for Nicholas. He'll be on BBC One's Breakfast tomorrow morning from 8:45.